Before we start moving the ball around on the screen, let's just clean up a couple issues real quick. In our index.js file, we have a couple hard-coded values down here. This should be the game width, and this should be the game height. Also, instead of just calling the game loop like this, we can use the request animation frame, and that'll give us a valid timestamp, which means we can go to our paddle.js file, and in our update function, we can get rid of this check here. Let's make sure everything still works. Alright, let's move on to moving the ball. Now let's go to our ball class. Our update function is going to take a delta time so we can know how far to move. Let's set the speed, and let's just hard code it for now, and we'll adjust it based on which direction it's moving later. Let's give it an X speed and a Y speed. Alright, now in our update function, we can just say, let's see here, we also need a position. So let's do this.position. Let's give it an X of 10 and a Y of 10. Now in our update function, we can say this.position.x plus equals this.speed.x, and this.position.y plus equals this.speed.y. And in our draw function, we need to update it so that it is drawn at this.position.x and this.position.y. Let's go back to index. Let's make sure we're not updating it. So let's say ball.update, pass in the delta time. And there we go, we have our ball moving. Alright, now let's clean up these extra hard-coded values right here. So let's give the ball a size, set it to 16, and we'll set both of these to this.size. Whoops. There we go. So we're going to draw the image with its position and its size. Now if there's any power-ups that might change the size of the ball, we can simply just change the value and it'll draw it at a different size. Now we need to worry about bouncing off the walls. Now just like the paddle, we'll need to take in the game width and the game height so we know where the walls are at. So back in our index.js file, when we instantiate the ball, we're going to give it game width and game height. Alright, so now the ball knows how big the game world is. Let's talk about the collisions here. In our update function, we'll need to say if this.position.x, so it's already been moved, if it's greater than this.gameWidth, or if this.position.x is less than 0, we need to reverse the speed on the x-axis. Alright, now we need to do the same thing for y. If the position y is greater than the game height, which later we'll change this to either be the game over or you lose your try, and if the position y is less than 0, the speed y gets reversed. When you change this to speed x. Alright, let's see if it bounces off the bottom wall here. There we go. Can't quite see the edge of the canvas. Alright, we need to adjust this just a little bit. On the y, we need to say if this position y plus this dot size is greater than the height. There we go. Same thing on the right. If the position x plus this dot size let's bump up the speed a bit. All right, looking good.